Ares had strength. Apollo had beauty. Zeus had power. Hephaestus had something none of them could take, copy, or destroy. Skill. And in the end, every single one of them needed it. The thing they threw away became the thing they couldn't live without. This is the story of the ugliest god ever born, Hephaestus. His own mother, Hera, took one look at him and thought, defective product. His father, Zeus, didn't even hesitate. They threw him off Mount Olympus like garbage, a literal god, tossed into the void because he wasn't pretty enough for their perfect Instagram paradise. Most would have died, most would have given up. But Hephaestus? He was just getting started. He crashed into the ocean, and the sea nymphs found him, broken, crippled, alone. While the beautiful gods partied on Olympus, Hephaestus was in a cave. But here's what they didn't understand. That cave became his laboratory. No distractions, no social media, no validation seeking, just him, fire, and metal. Day after day, year after year. While they were drinking nectar, he was mastering his craft. The lesson? Skills beat genetics. They gave him a bad hand, the worst hand a god could get. But skills are the great equalizer. While those pretty boys relied on what they were given, Hephaestus built what he earned. Every hammer strike was a middle finger to everyone who rejected him. Excellence is the ultimate revenge. Then came his masterpiece, the trap. He built his mother Hera, a golden throne so beautiful, so perfect, she couldn't resist. The woman who abandoned him begged for it. And when she sat down, locked, invisible chains, the whole of Olympus tried to free her. The strongest gods, the wisest gods, useless, because they never learned to build anything. They only knew how to look good and throw lightning bolts. Suddenly, the reject wasn't so useless anymore. Suddenly, they needed him. That's the power of competence. When you're the only one who can solve the problem, you write the terms. Zeus himself had to negotiate. The god of gods, begging the cripple they threw away. Why? Because Hephaestus had something they couldn't take by force. Skill. Hephaestus returned to Olympus not as the broken reject, but as the essential man. He named his price, Aphrodite, the goddess of beauty, as his wife. The most beautiful being in existence married to the ugliest god. How? Because beauty fades. Power derived from looks, temporary. But the man who can create, the man with the skills everyone needs, he's irreplaceable. He built Zeus's thunderbolts, Poseidon's trident, Achilles' armor, Hermes' winged sandals, every legendary weapon, every piece of divine technology. It came from his forge. The gods could destroy, but only Hephaestus could create. They had power, but he had purpose. See, they needed wars to feel important. He just needed his work. While Ares chased glory in battle, Hephaestus was building automata, robots before robots existed. While Apollo sang songs, Hephaestus crafted the sun chariot. The pretty gods were consumers. Hephaestus was a producer, and in any economy, any society, any reality, the producers hold the real power. Everyone else is just noise. Here's what they don't teach you. Your circumstances don't define you. Being thrown off a mountain doesn't define you. Being born wrong doesn't define you. What defines you is what you build in the darkness when no one's watching. Hephaestus could have stayed bitter. Instead, he stayed busy. Every rejected kid who became a master understood this. The lesson is simple. Become valuable. Not through genetics, not through luck, not through who your parents are, through competence. Master something so completely that when people need it done right, there's only one name: yours. Hephaestus wasn't the strongest, fastest, or most beautiful. He was the most necessary. And here's the thing about real power. You can't lose it. They could take Aphrodite, and she did cheat multiple times. But they couldn't take his skills. They couldn't unlearn what he knew. Even if they destroyed his forge, he'd build another. Skills are the only wealth that can't be stolen, taxed, or inflated away. Most people want the shortcut. They want the pretty face, the lucky break, the inheritance. Hephaestus teaches us those are traps. Real power comes from what you can do, from the value you create, from becoming so good they can't ignore you, even if they hate you, especially if they hate you. When Aphrodite betrayed him with Ares, did he cry? Did he beg? No. He built another trap, a golden net so fine it was invisible, so strong even the god of war couldn't break it. He caught them in the act and displayed them to all the gods, humiliated them both, because his mind was his weapon, sharper than any sword. See muscles like Ares? Plenty of people have those. Beauty like Aphrodite? It's common enough. But the ability to outthink everyone, to create solutions no one else can imagine, that's rare, that's valuable. That's the difference between being used and being essential. The world will always worship the pretty, the loud, the flashy. Let them. While they're partying, you're building. While they're seeking approval, you're developing competence. Hephaestus didn't need their applause. He had something better. He had purpose. He had mastery. He had the deep satisfaction of creating perfection. This is the path. Find your forge. Find your craft. Not what looks cool, not what gets likes, what you can be exceptional at, what the world needs, then disappear into it. 10,000 hours, 20,000. However long it takes. Let them call you obsessed. Let them say you're missing out. Because here's the truth they rejected, Hephaestus taught. The world doesn't owe you anything. Not fairness, not beauty, not opportunity. But it will respect competence. It will pay for value. It has to. Because competence and value are the only things that actually work when reality demands results. Zeus needed him. Athena needed him. Every god who mocked him eventually came asking for favors. That's the position you want to be in. Needed, not liked, not approved of, but necessary. When you're necessary, you set the terms. When you're just pretty or popular, you take what you're given. They even made him create life, Pandora, the first mortal woman. The reject they threw away became the craftsman of creation itself. From the lowest low to the highest high, all through skill. Not luck, not divine intervention. Just relentless, obsessive, uncompromising commitment to excellence. Your homework from Hephaestus. Stop complaining about your disadvantages. Everybody has them. Start building. Pick one skill, one craft, one area where you'll become undeniable. Then work in obscurity while everyone else chases attention. Let the results speak, because here's what happens. When you're truly good, truly valuable, they come to you. You don't chase opportunities. Opportunities chase you. You don't seek respect. Respect becomes inevitable. Hephaestus never went to a single networking event. Never posted on ancient Greek LinkedIn. Didn't need to. His work spoke. The beautiful gods. History remembers their drama. But it needs Hephaestus's creations. Zeus's lightning bolts still strike. Achilles' story lives because of his armor. The pretty people are remembered for gossip. The skilled are remembered for impact. Which legacy do you want? Those scars on his hands? Those weren't weakness. They were proof. Proof of 10,000 hours. Proof of burns endured. Proof of persistence when everyone said, quit. Your struggles aren't obstacles. They're your credentials. They prove you're serious when everyone else is playing. Hephaestus went from trash to treasure, from reject to essential. The gods who threw him away ended up dependent on him. That's not revenge. That's transcendence. You don't need to destroy your enemies. Just become so valuable, they have to bow to you anyway. The Matrix wants you distracted. It wants you focused on appearance, on shortcuts, on life hacks. Hephaestus is the antidote. He's the reminder that mastery is the only sustainable path to power. Everything else is rented. Skills are owned. So what's your forge? What's the skill that if you mastered it would make you irreplaceable in your world? Not famous, not popular, irreplaceable. That's the question. And until you answer it and act on it, you're just another pretty god waiting to fade. Hephaestus worked until the end. Not because he had to. He was a god. Because he wanted to. Because when you found your purpose, work becomes meditation. The forge becomes temple. Creation becomes worship. That's the life the masses will never understand. The satisfaction of mastery. The ultimate creation? Himself. He rebuilt himself from broken child to master god. From reject to essential. He created his own value in a world that said he had none. That's available to you. Not easy, not quick, but available. The forge is waiting. So here's your choice. Be like the pretty gods, dependent on what you were given, fading as time moves on. Or be like Hephaestus, building something permanent, something valuable, something real. One path is easy and leads nowhere. The other is hard and leads to legend. The fire still burns. The hammer still strikes. The lesson remains. Master your craft. Be valuable. Be necessary. And watch how quickly the world that rejected you comes crawling back, needing what only you can provide. That's not mythology. That's blueprint. Now get to work.